Todd, are you and the boys still on the high from last weekend?
Oh, definitely. I mean, that was a huge weekend for the guys, and an exciting weekend. Obviously, playoffs, there always seems to be a bit more of an edge to it, but there was definitely a different feeling around the room, and it was nice to see the guys come out on top.
And how have preparations gone this week and looking ahead to the weekend?
Yeah, not bad. It's just been, I don't know where the week's gone. This has just been an incredibly busy week, and there's so many things, so many loose ends to tie up. But it'll be good to get a good training session tomorrow morning. We're going to have a wee team meal together, and then we're going to trundle on down the road to Nottingham. Get the boys set up in their hotel, and a relaxing evening for them, and then it's all business Saturday.
How much belief, how much confidence is there in the squad that they can beat Nottingham and potentially win the playoffs?
Well, I think they have to certainly use last weekend as a stepping stone and stick to what we've put in place. I know doing that against Braehead last week and getting two in the last minute, it's a little bit different mentality because it's a one-off games now. And you don't have a cushion for error. You have to show up on a night and be prepared. But staying that, I think that how tight the games have been and the level that all these teams are competing at now, we need to make sure that we stick with the game plan and come out in Nottingham and be prepared to lay it all on the line on a Saturday night, not keep anything in the tanks.
And what has made Fife so successful this season?
Is probably just a little bit more self-belief. I mean, we've virtually had this squad since day one. A lot of good new guys to the country, and sometimes it takes a while to build that team chemistry. But it certainly happened partway through the season. They started winning hockey games. Some games maybe we shouldn't have, some games very comfortably, but nonetheless, we started winning hockey games. And once that happens, you just see the confidence grow and you see your players grow as individuals and as a team. And I think that's something that's really happened to us this year, culminating in the two great performances against Braehead. But I'd like to think that this team has a couple more wins under their belt.
And Fife's a team that's capable of beating Nottingham Panthers and have already done so this season so far.
Yeah, we've beaten every team in the league at some point, and I think that the last couple games we didn't have a number of wins. We had Nottingham here a couple weeks ago and took them to overtime. It was a good game. Most of the games against them we've matched up well. Certainly caution the players. Don't want to worry about speaking about other teams too much. But Nottingham have been away from this event for a couple of years. And certainly the pressure is on, and they're going to be quite hungry, and they have a lot of guys in that room with experience of the finals weekend. This is something that we urge the players to realize that we haven't won a single thing yet. We've just booked our ticket down there, and now the real work begins.
And what are you expecting from that match on Saturday?
Well, I mean, if you thought those matches against Braehead were tough, this is just going to be elevated to another level. Nottingham are an incredibly talented and deep team, and I'm sure that they're going to try to blitz us out of that building. It's their home building, and they'll have quite a big support there. But we're anticipating a number of our fans traveling down there, and maybe pick up a few from other buildings around the league. So hopefully the atmospheres in here are great. Certainly motivation for the boys, and not that they need any more motivation.
And I'm presuming the guys are very excited. How, as a coach, how do you try and manage that excitement amongst the team?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think after last weekend, with the tension and the excitement in the building, there's always the danger that there's a little bit of come down after that. But, like I'd said to you just earlier, I think it's very important that we realize that we've only accomplished part of the job, and there's still a lot of work to do.
It'd be a great thing. Obviously, Fife came so close to missing out in the conference. Some silverware would be great to get a playoff title.
Look, I mean, that's been our goal for maybe not the first year, but certainly the last 3-4 years. We've been slowly building to garner some team success. Once again, we came as close as we've ever came this year with the conference. got another chance down here in the Nottingham finals, but arguably this is probably the toughest competition of the season. You got 4 teams that are bruised and battered, and for not only a lot of North Americans, you can see the excitement that it's created around this country. That the playoff final weekend is a very coveted trophy, and the last honors of the season. It'd be something that we would love to bring home. We've done pretty much all we can with the team as far as prep goes. It really comes down to individual and team performance on the given nights.
And it's the second time that Fife have qualified for the Elite League playoff weekend. Is there anything you learned on the last one 2 years ago going into this weekend?
Yeah, well, I think last time, I said in an interview earlier, last time, naive's not probably the right word for it, but we went down there with zero experience, really soaked it all in, and I think we really just thought we were going to go down there and win it all because we were on the back of a 16-game win streak, lost a heartbreaker by 1 goal, and I mean, really, that's the difference in these hockey games. All our Brits have got a experience of the weekend down there. Hainsey, Stewie's been there many a year, so we do have a little bit of experience, and just tried to impress upon the guys the importance and significance of these these semifinals, and ultimately, if you make it, the final game.
And Fife are going to Nottingham, flying the flag for the conference and also for Scotland.
Yeah, absolutely. The only Scottish team down there this time. That's just the way the draws have worked out and the way the results went. But no, absolutely, we'd love to do, Scotland proud, but certainly this town and the people that have been supporting us all year.
Yeah, just a final word for those fans that will be making that trip down, and for the fans that have been here this season as well.
Yep, I've certainly read how much the fan support has meant to a lot of our new guys and some of our returners over the course of the season. Been a great atmosphere in the building the last month or so, and I really think that there's a huge excitement for the fans going down there, and I imagine them probably tenfold to be watching that on the TV as well. So cheer the boys on, keep everything crossed, and hopefully we come back with some silverware.
Cheers, Todd. Good luck.
Thank you.